Fans of Young and the Restless. Scants for September 29, October 3, 2025 investigate Jason Thompson's character Billy Abbott begs, while Christian Jules Leblink's character Michael Baldwin is exposed and potentially fired. We begin with what's coming up this week and then move on to next week, like we always do on Early Edition Day. Michael Mealer's character Kyle Abbott and Zuleika Silver's character Audra Charles will continue their battle from Tuesday on Wednesday, September 24. In front of Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, they are insulting one another. They get quite unpleasant. Audra is made fun of by Kyle for losing Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic. Furthermore, she makes fun of Kyle for losing Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, to Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, even though this hasn't happened yet. In addition to Kyle's intoxication, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, and Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters overhear Audra berating Kyle about his previous divorces and his inability to maintain a relationship. Kyle has been lying to Claire, which is true, and Audra brings up the nasty fact that he was on top of her with nothing but a towel. After Jack separates them, Diane and Audra begin to quarrel and exchange insults. "Remain away from my son," Diane adds, and Audra responds that she believes Kyle should suffer. Diane claims that Audra's animosity toward Kyle stems from the fact that he doesn't want her back. Jack informs Kyle that they have more serious issues and that he needs to get sober. He learns of Billy's plot with Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, via Diane and Jack. Just as Billy calls and invites her to meet, Sally hears. Jack and Diane share with Kyle their concerns about J-Boat and Kane's AI, which has the potential to ruin any business. He cannot be intoxicated, misbehaving, or fixated on Audra at this time. He must join them. Michael Baldwin is throwing her this great night of unanticipated romance, which makes Tracy Bregman's character, Lauren Fenmore, skeptical. It's similar to when a man makes a mistake and then brings flowers home. Lauren is quite suspicious, but Michael diverts her attention with dancing and champagne. But she insists on the truth from him, essentially saying, "Come clean or else." After their son Fenmore interrupts with a call, Lauren returns to threats. At last, Michael admits that Kane poses a serious threat to many residents of Genoa City, and that he is the only person who is likely to be able to stop him. We'll check on that. Billy is pleading with Sally to meet him, but she doesn't want to speak to him. Audra tells Sally that if she doesn't make a clean break, Billy will take her down with him. I tell you, those are true words. After agreeing to meet Billy at the Overlook, Sally acknowledges that she informed Jack and Diane about Kane's AI. Billy declares that he is done with Kane and that Sally was correct about everything. But it appears that Sally and Billy are no longer together. Billy insists that he has lost everything and that all he wants is Sally, but she doesn't buy what he's trying to sell. Billy lied to Sally when he said that Jack had taken the Abbott.com funding, which makes her feel extremely taken advantage of. Billy told Jack to take the money, if you recall. Jack simply refused to accept it. Sally babbles about how she risked everything and abandoned her fulfilling profession. And what took place? Billy put her down as a result of his obsession, fixation, and need for vengeance. He then makes an effort to hold Kane responsible for all of their problems. However, Sally responds, "No, Billy. You are responsible for this." Jack wants to use one final tactic on Thursday, September 25th, to keep Billy from doing anything more stupid and to safeguard J-Bot. Soon, Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, will return to Genoa City. Perhaps Jack contacts her and tells her, "Look, Kane is acting problematically. Billy is causing trouble. Return home. Put them both right." However, we are certain that Jess Welton has returned to Young and the Restless. Victor Newman, Eric Braden, makes Kane an alluring proposition, which he at least acts as though he is thinking about. Are you in or are you out? Victor demands of Kane. He is procrastinating by telling Victor that he needs more time to consider his options. However, he informs Kane, "It's over the moment I get out of your tiny train car." The transaction is no longer possible. Billy is pressuring Sally to make the difficult choice to remain with him. Give him one last chance and have faith. We shall see. To be honest, I hope Sally dumps Billy, but I'm not sure. She might provide him a final opportunity. We'll discover. On Friday, September 26th, Kane throws someone out. It appears that one of the inner circle members might be expelled. Kane might discover that Michael is betraying Victor, or he might catch Michael in the act. I doubt Kane would fire Michelle Morgan's character, Amanda Sinclair. She has remained by his side the entire time, and to be honest, she wouldn't leave even if Kane attempted to evict Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. She wishes to participate in his ambitious scheme. Victor thinks of collaborating with Jack to defeat Kane in order to make peace with him. It would be wise to do so. Unless Victor is lying to trick Jack, of course. Melody Thomas Scott's character Nikki Newman is about to have a major shock. She could be surprised if Jack and Victor were working together, in my opinion. Furthermore, I doubt she would accept it. If the AI begins to target the Chancellor during the week of September 29 October 3, she might be taken aback. Jill will return shortly. She is shocked by the disaster that Billy and Kane have created. Billy's angst increases significantly when Jill returns in her fall tale. Whether you agree with him or not, Kane has achieved great success, something Billy has never been able to do. He succeeds for a while until he manages to ruin things. He was actually doing all right with Chancellor until Jill caught him off guard. No matter how horrible Kane does something, Jill always forgives him. Billy Abbott will become more irate and insecure as a result of Jill's reappearance. Phyllis continues to make personal attempts to get closer to Kane. The Abbotts and the Newmans will be shocked if Jack and Victor do form an alliance. I believe that everyone would like to see Victor's foolish grudge toward Jack put aside, and it does make sense. Sally plans her next steps. Will Billy be present or will he not? Will she attempt to avenge Marchetti? Will she approach Lauren to request a position at Fenmore? Will she attempt to relaunch her own business? We shall see. If Claire ends up packing her bags and moving to Los Angeles with Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, Kyle fears he has lost her forever. Undoubtedly, she is considering broadening her romantic horizons on Young and the Restless. Genoa City has never been a quiet place. The Newman, Abbott, and Chancellor families always seem to be embroiled in storms of passion, betrayal, and secrets that rattle the very foundations of their empires. This upcoming week promises to be no different. As the tension builds, Billy Abbott finds himself on the verge of desperation, while Michael Baldwin carries a secret that could send shockwaves through Genoa City. These early spoilers tease the drama about to unfold, and fans should prepare for a week of emotional pleas, hidden truths, and betrayals that could set the stage for long-term fallout. Billy Abbott has always been the wild card of the Abbott family, reckless, passionate, and constantly at war with himself. His gambling addiction and impulsive streak have nearly destroyed his life more times than he can count. But when it comes to family, Billy has always fought to prove himself. In the coming episodes, Billy is pushed into a corner once again. His recent business moves and unshakable loyalty to the Abbott name put him directly at odds with Jack. But this time, it's not just about the family company. It's about Billy's very place in the Abbott legacy. Sources say Billy will plead with Jack and Ashley to trust him. He insists he has matured, that his mistakes are behind him, and that he deserves a seat at the table in J-Bot's future. But his plea isn't just about business. Billy's emotions spill over as he begs his family to believe in him, to stop seeing him as the reckless son who can't be trusted. Tears, raised voices, and a few bitter words are expected. Ashley isn't convinced. Jack, ever torn between wanting to believe in Billy and knowing his brother's track record, hesitates. Billy's plea could either save his role in the Abbott family or fracture it beyond repair. But here's the twist. Billy's desperation might not just be about the Abbotts. Whispers suggest there's another reason behind his plea, perhaps tied to the Chancellors and Lily Winters. Could Billy be protecting more than just his reputation? While Billy Abbott wears his emotions on his sleeve, Michael Baldwin is the opposite, measured, cautious, and meticulous. As Genoa City's go-to lawyer, he's handled cases that would make any attorney's hair turn gray. But in the upcoming week, Michael carries something heavier than any courtroom battle. Spoilers tease that Michael is keeping a secret, one so dangerous that revealing it could change alliances overnight. For days, Michael has been avoiding Lauren's probing questions and brushing off Keevan's concerns. He insists he's fine, but those who know him best can see the weight on his shoulders. Whatever it is, this secret could explode at the worst possible moment. And Michael Baldwin, for all his brilliance, might not be able to contain it for much longer. While Billy pleads and Michael hides secrets, one man continues to orchestrate Genoa City's chaos from the shadows. Victor Newman. The patriarch of the Newman family thrives on control, and spoilers suggest he's once again pulling strings behind the scenes. Victor's latest maneuvers could tie directly into Michael's secret. Perhaps Victor has used Michael to cover up a questionable deal or forced him to bend the law in his favor. If so, Michael's conscience could collide with Victor's power, and that's a dangerous place to be. Meanwhile, Victor isn't blind to Billy's emotional outbursts. Could Victor see an opportunity to exploit Billy's vulnerability for his own gain? After all, nothing pleases Victor more than watching the Abbott family implode. Billy's plea doesn't just affect the Abbott family, it reverberates through his relationship with Lily Winters. After their rocky past, Lily has stood by Billy, even when others doubted him. But Lily is pragmatic. She wants stability, not chaos. When Billy begins his emotional crusade to prove himself, Lily may start questioning whether he's truly changed. Can she trust him, or will history repeat itself? Early teasers suggest Lily may deliver her own ultimatum, forcing Billy to choose between his reckless ambitions and their future together. If Lily walks away, Billy could lose not only his family's trust, but also the woman who's been his anchor. Speaking of the Winters family, Devin Hamilton has his own reservations about Billy. He knows firsthand how risky Billy's impulses can be, especially when tied to Chancellor Winters. If Billy's pleas extend beyond J-Bot and into the Chancellor side of things, Devin may step in to protect his family's company. Devin's protective instincts, both over the business and over Lily, could put him directly at odds with Billy. Another Abbott-Winters clash could be brewing, and it may not end cleanly. For Jack Abbott, the upcoming week is emotionally taxing. He loves his brother, but Billy's track record is hard to ignore. Every time Jack has given Billy a second chance, it has ended in heartbreak, scandal, or worse. Yet as Billy pleads for trust, Jack's heart softens. Spoilers hint that Jack may quietly consider giving Billy a bigger role, much to Ashley's fury. If Jack makes this move, it could reopen old wounds between the Abbott siblings. Ashley doesn't trust Billy. Tracy is likely to play peacemaker, but even her voice of reason may not soothe the storm brewing within the Abbott mansion. Back to Michael. While he struggles to keep his secret hidden, Lauren Fenmore grows increasingly suspicious. She's no stranger to her husband's mood swings, but this time, it feels different. Michael is distant, distracted, and cagey. Early spoilers suggest Lauren could stumble across a clue. Perhaps a file, a phone call, or a late-night meeting that tips her off. Will she confront Michael directly, or will she go digging on her own? If Lauren uncovers Michael's secret before he confesses, the fallout could strain their marriage in ways neither expected. Soap fans know that not every week carries the same weight. Some weeks set the stage, while others deliver the explosion. These upcoming episodes fall into the first category. A slow build with characters maneuvering into place. But make no mistake, Billy's pleas and Michael's secret are not just temporary storylines. They are catalysts. They set the stage for major arcs that could last months, maybe even all the way into the next sweets period. For Billy, this could be the turning point in his quest to finally be respected, or the beginning of yet another downfall. For Michael, the secret he carries may not only test his marriage, but also his very integrity as Genoa City's most respected lawyer. And for Victor Newman, it's just another week of pulling the strings. As The Young and the Restless gears up for another week of drama, fans can expect emotions to run high and secrets to simmer dangerously close to the surface. Billy's pleas for trust will tug at viewers' hearts, but his history may make forgiveness hard to swallow. Meanwhile, Michael Baldwin's secret is the ticking time bomb no one sees coming. Add in Victor's manipulations, Lily's doubts, and Lauren's growing suspicion, and you have the perfect recipe for explosive drama in Genoa City. When the dust settles, some characters may be stronger, others more broken, and the balance of power could shift once again. Because in Genoa City, nothing stays hidden forever, and no plea goes unheard.